Okay, so today I really want to show you how to use OBS with Google Meets so that you can have a green screen behind you and take your students with you to these awesome places. So we're going to go through setup, installing the software, adding images, and then finally connecting it to Google Meets. I hope this is helpful.
Okay, so let's talk setup. Um, as you can see, this is my green screen setup. It's super technical. Just kidding, definitely. All you really need is your computer at the right angle, the right lighting, and a green piece of fabric, or in my case, a pop-up green screen. So the big thing here is that lighting is very important, and that's where most of your green screen issues are going to come into play. You want to have your lighting set up so that your green screen has no shadows on it, and it's completely just one color all the way across, which is why my setup is actually outside. All of my lighting is currently packed up in boxes, so outside provides the best lighting for my needs anyway. If you're inside, having light shining on you and onto your green screen, so long as they're not too close and creating shadows behind you, that generally works. But the big thing here is you really just need something green, or you can also use the blue chroma key behind you so that we can get the image just right on that green screen. So placement and lighting are the really big things to think about when you're setting up your green screen area.
Okay, so now that you have your setup ready, you've got your green screen up, your lighting's good, we're going to go ahead and download the software. I'm going to put these links in the description. So first you need OBS, obviously, but then in order to use OBS in a live Google Meet, you also need to download the virtual cam. So the virtual cam is going to allow you to do that live Google Meets with the green screen and everything. The thing to keep in mind though, with the virtual cam, you can only use it on a Windows computer. You can use OBS with your MacBook and record video, but if you're looking for live Google Meets, like using it in a live setting, you need to have a Windows computer for this. So we're going to download OBS first, right? And then you're going to download the virtual cam once you've got OBS downloaded. Okay, so now that we've downloaded OBS, go ahead and open it up. You're going to be looking at what is basically a black screen, and we're going to add all of the little pieces one by one. So we're going to start down here. It says Sources. Go ahead and click on that plus button, and then we're going to choose Video Capture Device. If you're just opening this up for the first time, you're going to create new, and then choose your camera. So can choose my camera here from the drop down. I have already added mine, so I am going to add my existing. Okay, so then that's going to bring you up on the screen, and then you can kind of move it around this black space as you need to. As you can see, that way, some of my corners are showing, and that's perfectly fine. For now, I can kind of cover that up just by using the space within the screen. I might also just move my computer. Oops, teensy tiny bit. Okay, so now I have to activate the green screen aspect of this, and so I'm going to right-click on Video Capture Device and choose Filters, and then under Effect Filters, choose the plus button. Don't hit this plus button, that's for audio. Choose the effect. And then I'm going to choose Chroma Key, and that's going to identify my green screen behind me. If you are using objects that are very close to whatever color screen you're using, which it doesn't have to be green, blue, magenta, or built-in, there's also a custom option. I haven't tried this, but keep in mind it is there, so if you cannot find something perfectly green, this might help you. So mine is green though. Now if I have something that is very similar to the color green behind me, I'm going to play with this similarity, and I might turn it up or down depending on what I have. You want to avoid getting the colors that are very close to the screen, though, obviously. Okay, so now my green screen is back there. It's all black right now. We're going to add the images. I am so sorry about that bird. Okay, so you could very easily just Google whatever image it is that you want to use, but I like to use Canva just so that I can get the size of the images exactly the way that I want them. So if you've ever used Canva before, you know that Create a Design is here, and I chose desktop wallpaper. That size worked the best for the background. So I've got a couple built here. This is my background, so I'm going to go ahead and just start adding that. I'm going to download it as a PNG. That's fine. Okay, and then I'm going to go back here and I need to add that image. So again, I'm going to go down to sources, hit that plus button, and then I'm going to choose image. Name it whatever it is you want it. If you're adding a lot of images, definitely make sure you name them so that you can keep them separated. Alright, so there's my background, but I am behind it. So when you do that, go ahead and drag your image down below video capture device. That way it puts it behind you. Okay, so we've got our background, and if this is all that you want to add, then you are good to go. I really like OBS software because the green screen is very real looking. And then, of course, remember that if you don't like where your video is, or you don't like where you are, then you can always move yourself around the screen that way. I'm going to put myself in this corner, I think. And then your background still stays there. So now if we want to get fancy and add some, maybe a nameplate in the bottom here, maybe you want to add some monkeys in the background, I can show you how to do that too. I'm actually going to add this page and move this little monkey down here. So I've got a couple of things that I want to add to my green screen. I've got my name and the tiger, and so I've just put this on one. Now keep in mind that this is the desktop wallpaper size, so it's going to fit nicely with my background when I upload it, but I need to download it using a transparent background. So if I download it just like this, then I'm going to have a white background, right? And it's not going to work. So when I go to download, I'm going to choose transparent background, and I want just this page for now. Okay, so this is going to be my nameplate. And I'm going to just go in here, add an image again, and now I've got my little nameplate. It fits perfectly, and it is in front of me. I'm behind it, right? The same works for if you want to add little images, like maybe this monkey. I'll put him up in this corner. And then I'm going to go ahead and download him as well. Transparent background again. And I need page 4. Now in my videos, you'll see that I have GIFs in there as well. And I will show you how to add GIFs as well. I said that too many times. Alright, so let's add our little monkey. Okay, see, the transparent background is important because otherwise we're going to get a white background and it's not going to work. Okay, so now let's say I want a GIF. So I just did a search for a monkey GIF and I chose cartoon. You want, again, this transparent background is important. So I can use this jumping monkey, but this laughing monkey, oh wait, nope, this laughing monkey also has a transparent background. And this one also has a transparent background. You know that it has a transparent background when it has the gray, for the most part, when it has the gray and white checkers behind it. So if you see one that has a black, a white background, or like this one, this has a yellow background, that background's going to show. So if you can find a transparent background, that's even better. And we're just going to save this image. Let's see, let's put it in. downloads. Okay, and we're going to do this the exact same way we've done the other images, right? The plus button down here at the bottom, choose image, make sure you name it, unlike what I'm doing, and then just choose my little GIF here. And then I can move it around. You can see that I can make these smaller or bigger. I can change the order, so if I don't want his feet, see, if I want his feet bouncing behind my name, I can drag. The placement of it depends on where you drag down here. Alright, so that is creating your space. Now, when you want to share this, you have a couple of options. If you just want to record right from here, you can start your recording from here. And what we probably want to do more so is show this off in our live Google Meets, right? So you should have already downloaded that virtual cam when you downloaded the software. If this doesn't appear, restart OBS, open it again, see if it's there. If that doesn't work, restart your computer, and then see. It just needs a second to install. So we're going to open virtual cam. And then you see that your target camera is OBS camera. And so this is going to be the camera that you choose when you're in Meet. So if I'm just in a Meet right now, if I go to my settings and my video, I can choose different webcams. So this is just my integrated camera, and what I want more now is OBS camera. So you have to play around with this. My name is backwards from what I can see, but my understanding is that it is reversed from a student's point of view. But in order to change that and play with it, you're just going to click on and off horizontal flip. So when I turned that on, it made it so that my name is right side around. Okay, so that is getting your scene set up with your green screen, adding some little images. Yeah, I hope this is helpful.